Good afternoon. I am still watering plants. I mean, I might do this every day. I like it. I'll come out and set up a container and put water in it and soak plants off and on during the day. And the next day I'll do some more other plants. The next day I might do some other plants. But that way everybody will get a drink every 3 or 4 days maybe, or every 4 or 5 days sometimes, depending on how much they need or whatever. And I might spray some of them a little bit, some of the smaller ones just to keep it up. These have been soaking for a little while. These are those new air plants I got. I went ahead and mounted them. Sue Lee, her channel is beautiful. She does some great air plant mounts and gave me those ideas. I don't know how close I can get with these. Or this was a Latina, but it looks happy. This was the other one. I'm not sure. I'm having trouble finding the name on that one. I mean, the name that it came with it on the tag isn't helping me a whole lot, but all I did was I drilled a hole through it, kind of shaped the hole a little bit so it would fit down in there snug to hold it, and just a piece of green tie to hold it in place so I get some roots established. They take a while to get roots, and they don't grow a lot of roots, but if not, I may wedge something in there to hold it in place. And then a couple of the phals. Had a nice, slow, easy day today, just taking it easy. Sun's reflected in here. It's real bright in here. Right now temperature is 75. It's 70% humidity. That's that little phal. It's just finishing up. The tip of the spike looks good. It looks like it's going to continue growing. It's been blooming for a long time. This one's in lava rock. This is one of the very first phals that I ever got. One of the very first phals. It's been in about every media there was. But it settled into the lava really nice. And this is one of the very first orchids that I ever got right here. This phal. It's a no ID phal. The tag says November 26th. I bought this one, and I'll show you the first one I got, the other one. Those are my first orchids, first phals. This one has 2 spikes, which are doing really nice, and a third one coming out right here. But crazy roots. You can see that's damaged. That's probably from being banged, or I caught it on something. But nice growth coming back out again. Lots of growth down in there coming out. Still occasionally finding a leaf or two from being outside, but happy. Been soaking. We'll set this one down. And this is another one of the first ones I ever got. It's done real well. Jumped into that pot real heavy, real hard, roots all over the place. This existing spike is still going and is budding back out here for me, and just put this new spike out. Seems to be doing real well. And is I'll watch the roots, nice, especially the ones that are on the pot. They'll stay round and more plump. You can see how this one is out extended over the pot. You can see how more round it is versus like this. Excuse my dirty nails, I'm not working in the garden. But as they flatten out and get that dull finish to them and start to get a wrinkle on them, that's when I'll water. That's when I know they're looking for water. I don't want to wait till the leaves are showing me signs or anything. Her leaves are actually could use a little bit, but I'm not that worried about it. Anyway, she can soak in there. And this one. I guess we're gonna have a phalaenopsis this afternoon here. This is another one. It's got a nice spike coming out. This one's in river rock. Really nice root growth on it. I'm going to go ahead and put this one there too and let it soak. I've got some small ones right here, some little minis in a container full of rainwater also soaking. There's no nutrients in this. This is just, excuse me. There's no nutrients in it. This is just rainwater with, it's about 11 parts per million. That one soaked earlier. This is one that soaked earlier. It's doing real well. Spikes, it's keeping the spikes, and the spikes are starting to bud out, starting to get all these little buds on them. Real pretty plant. You could do a leaf shine or something on everybody. I actually took a paper towel the other day and a damp paper towel with just some rainwater on it and wiped some plants down. And I was pretty stunned at how much dirt came off the leaves just from sitting around in the room. Quite a bit. Here's the other phal. That's the very first phal I ever had. The very first one was a little rescue one, and I bought a little rescue intentionally. It never had a bloom on it. It still hasn't bloomed for me. It lost all its roots, lost all the leaves, but just like one or two, and I mounted it on here. Everybody saw it at the beginning of the summer, and it did real well over the summer, and it's actually looking for some water right now. And it's just recently grown that bigger leaf, so, and it's got another root coming out. It seems to be happy. Seems to like the piece of hickory it's on. Those roots need, see you can see the wrinkles in them? See how they're not smooth and round? Those are past that. They should have had water a couple days ago. I'm a little behind on this one. But see the newer root, how round and shiny it is? That's what you want. You want to keep them like that. When they start to get that dull and wrinkly finish, yeah, they're looking for water. That's what I go by. I don't use a schedule. I don't do, hey, it's Tuesday, it's time to water. Nope, I don't do that. I give them water when they need water. That's all I'm doing today. Just tucking a few in here and there. That's that Cattleya. I'll get that one later. That's really all I'm doing today. Watering a few, looking at a few. Probably wasting everybody's time here. I'll show you these. This is one of the two that I got the other day for about $6. You can see the little moss ball. Got some sad looking little rot on the leaf I need to address here, but I'm going to take these out here shortly and get them cleaned up and take all the moss off that. You notice the lack of the hole in the bottom of the pot. This was in a plastic little cup tucked inside the clay pot with no hole, which holds moisture, which is great for shipping and probably keeping them moist in the store and everything, but horrible to keep them in. But it's fading. Some of the blooms are fading, but I don't know how old they were. But it is still putting out more and it's still opening. It's nice and hydrated. It doesn't seem to have any issues. It's dirty, but definitely needs to be cleaned up and then have some issues addressed. Beautiful leaves on these. Beautiful. Here's the other one. There's a bloom just fell off right there in front of me. I'll go ahead and take these off since they're falling off. This one's about the same way. It's got a nice growth in the center. Roots aren't too bad. Probably about the same. On the inside, I'm sure they're horrible. But it does have some roots that look viable. Alright. Again, it was in a little plastic cup and in a pot with no hole. But overall, not too bad. Wrinkled from being in the plastic. Most of these will flatten out. But I'm not that worried about losing the spike. They'll spike again. I'd rather cut the spike off and save the plant than have it drain the energy out of it. And that's not that great a bloom is what am I trying to save right there, right? So I think you'll agree, probably get rid of it. But again, I'm not sure if it's picking it up, but beautiful foliage on these. I just love them. Really pretty. And the bloom is, so you can see that one final bloom there. It's a beautiful bloom. It has a gorgeous scent to it as well. Really nice scent. And there you go. There's a Parkinson's at work for you. Anyway, I've wasted enough time with everybody. Have a great afternoon. I'm going to get back to watering and get out and work in your garden.